Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event that's our world, just use code Hodge on SeatGeek and save yourselves $20 freaking off of your tickets. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little while since we've done an episode of the show. We're gonna get back on a schedule here. I just want to say it's not gonna be like the Tuesday and Thursday thing like it was, because I have now other obligations which get me pretty beat up on Tuesdays and Thursdays called wrestling. I'm actually trying to train a little bit. So the schedule is gonna be flip-floppy a little bit, but I'm thinking like on Fridays, Wednesdays, Fridays now will be probably the more appropriate time easier for me to do WWE news. So that's just a little bit of update on that. But ladies and gentlemen, nonetheless, I'm excited to be back here. It's been a little while. I've missed doing the show for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump in to the first news story of the day. So the first news story of the day is about WWE's touring schedule. So WWE today have announced pretty much their locations and events that they're doing throughout the whole summer. So if you guys are curious about this, if you live in the United States, curious if they're coming to your city or whatever, go to WWE.com, go to the event list, look at it. And we already knew the pay-per-views and stuff, but they've announced like all the house shows, all the Raws and SmackDowns, and stuff like that for you, if you guys were curious about that. I was kind of curious about a few things because I'm going to Money in the Bank, I'm going to SummerSlam, so I was kind of curious, hey, where is the Raw before? Where's the SmackDown before? Where's the Raw after? Where's the SmackDown after? Because sometimes I can throw in one of those shows into the trip just to make the trip even more worth it. But I was just curious about that. But if you guys are curious if they're coming to your channel, whatever, go to WWE.com, look at the list because they just announced it today. All right, the next news story of the day. The next news story of the day is about a WWE pay-per-view coming up called Clash at the Castle. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, they just recently announced the name for this. The pay-per-view they're doing over in the UK. Like, they haven't done a pay-per-view in the UK in a very long time. This is going to be in, I guess, in Cardiff in the UK. So basically, they've announced the name. It's going to be Clash at the Castle. Now, as for tickets, if you guys are looking to go to this, tickets will actually be going on sale May 20th. So this month, May 20th, is when tickets are going on sale. Remember, this event is September 3rd. So that is when the UK issue is going to be. Clash at the Castle, tickets May 20th. Get them if you live close or you're willing to travel quite far. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go and get your juice boxes, Zach. Get your juice box ready, because ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news stories that I talked to you guys about today. And now it is time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor of the day. Okay, apparently the term non-title has been banned, and that's why we haven't heard it in a while. Like, some of these matches coming up at Backlash, or even at a normal show like a SmackDown or Raw, they'll have this match. I'll be like, wait, is this for the championship? I don't believe they said if it's a non-title or a title match. Basically, if they're not saying non-title anymore, that term has been banned. So they'll say this is for the championship, or these two guys are competing against each other. And they're not saying non-title match anymore, which is confusing. Like, WWE, they do have a few pet peeves. I will say that about them, that they don't like, by WWE. I'm saying more than likely most of these decisions are on Vince McMahon. He just doesn't like certain terms, and sometimes he changes his mind, sometimes he adds things, sometimes he loosens up about things. But he's just not feeling the term non-title right now. So non-title, we will not be hearing in WWE. That phrase pretty much no longer unless he changes his mind about it. Alright, the next rumor is about Backlash. This is about the main event of Backlash. So we're having this giant, 6-man tag where we're having Roman Reigns, we're having the Usos, the Bloodline over here. Then we got RK Bro, Randy Orton, Riddle. I guess now I can't call him Matt Riddle, it's just Riddle now. Teaming up with Drew McIntyre. So it's a 6-man tag, 3-on-3. So basically, why did they do this? Because I was under the assumption, given the rumors of what they were doing, that the main event of the show would be Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre in a singles match for the championship. What happened to that? Well, apparently WWE, they feel like that's a very large matchup, and they don't want to give that away at a filler pay-per-view like Backlash. They feel like Backlash is just like whatever. They want to save the Drew Roman one-on-one thing for a large stadium show. Now, this summer, they're going to be doing 3 large stadium shows, so it's probably going to be one of those events. If you don't know the 3 I'm talking about Money in the Bank. It's going to be quite large. It's going to be in Allegiant Stadium. We have SummerSlam, which is going to be in the Titan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. And then we have the Clash of the Castle, which is going to be in the Principality, whatever it's called, stadium, or whatever it's called, hopefully. I'm saying that right, in the UK. So that is 3 large stadium shows that they could possibly do this main event at. But they just don't want to give it away at Backlash for a smaller show. They want to save it for one of the big stadium shows. So more than likely, we will see that one-on-one feud for the championship at one of the stadium shows, if not more than one. Alright, the next rumor is about the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views. Such a great concept, so entertaining, great matchup. So basically, Rumble 2023. We're talking about 2023. Where's it going to be? You know, I always love going to the Rumble. It's just something else in person where you kind of look where you want to look, because sometimes on TV they just show you like one part of the ring or something. And you kind of look what you want to look at and see what's going on. And of course, you love being in that crowd, just counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Don't know. And it'd be a huge surprise or something. Now, this past Rumble was a big letdown in a lot of people's eyes, but apparently for 2023, they are pulling out all the stops, trying to get as many big surprises as they can. Where is it going to be? Well, apparently the Rumble 2023, right now they're thinking, let's do it in San Antonio, Texas. So San Antonio, Texas is the front runner right now. Don't know if they can put it in the Alamo Dome or some kind of other large venue in San Antonio. I'm completely fine by that. The Rumble, I think it was 2018 was in the Alamo Dome. I was there. It was actually it came out quite well, and I enjoyed it. It was a bit of a hassle getting out of the arena because the way it was laid out, it was just like if you were on the floor, you're like the last people getting out of the building. But basically, yeah, San Antonio is the front runner right now, so we'll have to wait and see where things go. But I'm completely fine with that. I wasn't the biggest fan of the whole St. Louis this past year. I just wasn't. I mean, it was fine going back. I haven't been there in a while. It's just I don't know. I feel like Texas may have a little bit more stuff to do than the Missouri area. But basically, Texas is cool. Now I heard the rumors they were doing it in Seattle before the pandemic, and Seattle never really got that, and that's true. I think we really owe Seattle one, and let's do Seattle 2023 and hold off San Antonio in 2024. But I know they're probably not going to do that. But I don't know. I've never been to Seattle. I'd love to go up there and just see stuff, explore a little bit, have a cool show up there, be on that side of the country. There's a lot of cool stuff to see up there. Because I've been in San Antonio just so many times. It's just like, I want to do something a little bit different for 2023. But so be it. If it's in San Antonio 2023, I will go back because it's always a fun place, always fun stuff to do. I love exploring new places nonetheless. But ladies and gentlemen, Royal Rumble 2023, San Antonio, Texas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final news show. This is the final rumor. This is the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is about our tribal chief and our undisputed universal champion. This is about Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is quite probably their main heel is what I'm trying to say. He's the main heel. I mean, how would you even describe Roman? He's got this he's top dog. He is the guy. He is the man of the whole company. He's pretty much carrying the whole company right now, and he has been ever since he came out with this this new gimmick. And just this bloodline stuff, and just standing in the middle of the ring and saying the name of the city and saying, "Acknowledge me." It's just a really, really cool gimmick, and it really turned his whole career around. I mean, sure, he was champion before, he's main event of WrestleManias before, but he's never had people being like, "Oh, Roman's amazing." Everyone's just been like, Roman's just. Is whatever. It's just being kind of shoved down their throats or whatever. But he's really found his footing inside the WWE, and I was happy that he found this. But basically, this rumor is saying WWE is thinking about turning Roman Reigns babyface. If you don't know what that means, basically Roman's the bad guy right now, and they're thinking about turning him into a happy good guy. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Don't do that. He could be that kind of that badass good guy who still kind of has the same gimmick, but kind of appeals to the crowd a little more, tries to be nice to the crowd. Don't change it. If it's not broken, don't try to change things within it. It's as good as it will possibly ever be. So don't mess with the characters. Don't make slight adjustments because it could be off, it come off cheesy, come off dumb. So just don't do it, WWE. Just stick Roman the way it is. You can reinvent. A lot of people in the roster do need a little update, a little reinvention. But Roman's not one of them, at least not right now. So there you guys, that's going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But that's basically going to enjoy it. But yeah, there's going to be a bit of a change in the video schedule. But all the content you guys know and love is still happening. I am still going to Money in the Bank in Las Vegas. I'm still going to SummerSlam in Nashville, Tennessee. King of Vlogs, though, is still here. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to say that, and thank you guys for watching this video. I am your king of Vlogstuff, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.